come across an interesting decision there in the High Court involving cryptocurrency and the theft of cryptocurrency and the obtaining then by the gentleman who was with Duff of a thing called the Norwich Pharmacal Order. Now, I've made a video before about the Norwich Pharmacal Order, and it's one where a person or a company or an individual can go to the High Court, look for an order which will compel an innocent third party, like for example Twitter or Facebook or Google, to disclose the identity of a person that might be behind an email account or a Twitter account or a cryptocurrency wallet. As I say, I've made a video before about this involving the Fastway Couriers and Twitter. There was a Twitter account set up to basically take the mick of Fastway Couriers, and Fastway Couriers argued that the account was such a parody account and so damaging to Fastway Couriers as a brand and so on, that they went to the High Court looking for an order to see who was actually behind the Twitter account. Now, Twitter wouldn't disclose who it was because they have obligations of privacy, data protection, contracts and so on, but it would be open to Fastway Couriers to go to the High Court and get an order ordering Twitter to reveal the identity of the person who was controlling the account. That's what happened. In this particular case though, the cryptocurrency Bitcoin case, it involves the theft of Bitcoin or cryptocurrency from a gentleman called Mr. Williams. He's an American. He bought a large amount of cryptocurrency in February 2021. He transferred it to his blockchain account, but it disappeared soon after. In fact, it disappeared the same day. So Mr. Williams then engaged a cryptographic tracing firm who traced his Bitcoin to the Irish-based defendant in this case, and that Irish-based defendant was Coinbase Europe Limited. They wouldn't, for reasons of contract and data protection and GDPR and privacy and so on, wouldn't reveal the identity of the account holder. So Mr. Williams was forced to go to the High Court and seek a Norwich Pharmacal Order. McCann Fitzgerald, I think, acted for Mr. Williams, and they were granted the order by Mr. Justice Allen, and he just said or held that there was a strong case of prima facie wrongdoing and referred to his previous decision in the Parcel Connect versus Twitter case. That's the case involving Fastway Couriers. But on the basis that there was a strong case of prima facie wrongdoing, he gave 5 days to the company Coinbase Europe Limited to disclose the telephone numbers, IP addresses, email addresses, names, login and logout information in relation to this particular account where part of Mr. Williams' cryptocurrency ended up. So 5 days to hand over the details, which would either allow Mr. Williams or his team to identify who had basically taken his cryptocurrency, or at least which would assist in identifying who was controlling the account. It's an interesting case. It's an interesting case because it involves the theft of cryptocurrency, and obviously the whole area of cryptocurrency and Bitcoin and so forth is very sort of hot and sexy, and people have a fascination with cryptocurrency and the different types of cryptocurrency available. So it's probably inevitable that there's going to be further cases involving cryptocurrency coming before the Irish courts. This particular one was successful on behalf of Mr. Williams. Whether he gets back his cryptocurrency or not, I'm not sure, don't know, but the interesting thing is the willingness of the Irish High Court to grant an order, a Norwich Pharmacal Order. The same type of order can be obtained if you were, for example, or if a person was the victim of an online troll or that sort of thing, abusive account, hiding behind an anonymous account or a fake Twitter account. And let's face it, it's a topical area now because Owen Harris was revealed to be operating behind the Barbara J. Pym account on Twitter and sending out tweets that were less than complimentary to colleagues and indeed apparently to his employer and the owner of the Independent newspaper, or the Sunday Independent anyway. So the whole area of identity, hiding behind fake identity online, hiding behind fake YouTube channels, behind Twitter accounts, behind Fastway, or behind Facebook accounts and so on, that whole area is one that is growing in terms of its impact on society, and the Norwich Pharmacal order is probably one that will be availed of with far greater frequency in future. But the good thing is Irish courts have shown their willingness to grant orders where there is prima facie evidence of wrongdoing. Hope you find this video useful. If you do, I'd appreciate if you give it the thumbs up down below. Thanks a lot.